Hey everybody, welcome to a game called Banished. I'll be kind of gone this weekend, so this is going to be my short little series of just randomness. So we're going to start a new town. We're going to call it Logic Gate, because why not? Maybe we'll regen this a couple times. Sure. We're going to go with a valley terrain type, size large, climate harsh, disasters are going to be on, and my starting conditions are going to be hard. So if you're new to this, go for easier settings because you can kill everybody very fast. As it is, I might kill everybody very fast. But I have played this for quite a while. This is my go-to game if I just kind of want to sit and chill and not think too much and just relax. Honestly, this is a wonderful, relaxing game. As long as... Really, I started in an island. So as long as you know how to play. Oh my word. Alright. Well, I mean, not the best starting conditions, but we'll make do. So, this game is pretty, not unique, but it's very relaxing. It's not too demanding. This is the slowest speed it can go, and trust me, you will take forever in doing anything. It's just, it has this vibe and feel. Sorry, this is also edge scroll, so you'll be seeing a lot of that. And probably everybody flipping out twitching because I accidentally hit that one too many times. So this game is just, it'll always be that very relaxing type of mood. Even in its harshest conditions, you will relax while watching everybody die. So just be aware that that is the type of game that this is. It is very unforgiving, but as long as you know what you're doing and how to balance it, you'll be okay. Now, that'll be good. Some things. You always kind of want to start out by... Nope, not the button, no matter how much I want it to be. By giving people a place to stay, because the minute that this turns... So by the way, I'm in Fahrenheit, in case anybody's wondering. So this is still pretty cool for Fahrenheit. If you're looking at a comfortable living temperature, you're probably looking at like 70. So this is pretty cold. 32 is freezing. So in between there, you can kind of guess. So this says that this is our town, this is how many people, this is how many problems we have. Why do we only have 14 people? Anyway, this is how many adults to kid ratio we have. We have 8 adults, we have 6 children. Children, aka people who do not actually produce, but will take resources. This is a stockpile. So they're picking up all the stuff that they went to go do, or went to go cut, chop, mine, and put it in the stockpile so we can use it for houses and buildings and other sorts of things. And then we have our food and different other resources here. We have tools, that's very important, and stored coats. We also have the overall health of our citizens and happiness. Main things that you want to kind of keep an eye on really early on. This really doesn't go down too much as long as you kind of provide them with tools and coats and food. This will generally be okay. This, your temperature, and where you are in the seasons are definitely going to be a factor. Also, a lot of times, kind of, this ratio will also be a factor. If you have a lot of kids, but not a lot of adults, that means you have A, something weird going on, and B, a lot of people taking resources, but not a lot of people producing those resources, whether that be farming or anything else. We're going to kick this up a couple notches here. Because if we don't, they will take all day. Literally all day. Down here we have our professions. So we have laborers, which are just kind of the general people who will go around building something. There we go, we got our first house. Then we have our builders who will actually go around. Not laborers won't build anything, builders will build stuff. Laborers will go and chop things down. They will go and bring stuff to storage. They will they'll do lots of kind of that miscellaneous work, if you will. Builders will build things, farmer, and then you kind of have your other professions as you go. Laborers will also take place of anybody who dies. So if they die and they were doing a profession, that person will then, a laborer will then go into that profession. So you're not short anywhere. We're gonna need one of these. Let's maybe do something like that. That's right. That's still technically a building. Oh, and then we're gonna need one of these. That right there. Alright. So now I probably didn't allocate enough resources for them to chop and get. So we're just gonna do one of these. That way the dumb laborers, not dumb, but the laborers can come in, chop, do whatever they want, go bring it over to the stockpile, and then we can use it to start building some of these houses because we are already in summer. Like, that's how fast this game can go on 10 speed. We are already in summer, we only have 3 houses up, and we have no food stocked. Currently, they're using this little cart as their storage, but we will soon get rid of that in order to get this proper storage up and going. This cart only has, and we're already out of food. So we need to kick up that priority. Because we're gonna start dying here pretty soon. That's how quickly people can die on harsh mode. Alright, come on. Do I not have trees? Oh. Quit taking from over there. Go take from closer. We need to get this up and going. Early autumn, we are not going to make it. Guys, we're going to lose people to starvation here soon. It's not going to be pretty. Come on. Yep, see, there they go. Let's see if we have anybody left by the time this short playthrough goes through. Ah, gosh. We can still bounce back, but they have to build something. Anything. Build anything. Anything at all. Stone. They're waiting for stone. Oh my word. I'm gonna kill people. This is how fast this is gonna go. Oh, now that we... There we go. Now we have people going. Alright, hopefully we have enough that we can get a hunter going. Let's get a gatherer going. I have 7 people left. We've got to get some food in these people. I mean, I'm hoping. Oh, okay, so we had some food and someone took it. They will store food in their house. So, there we go. So we have some mushrooms in that house. We currently don't have anything there. We have some potatoes and firewood. Apparently this person just took all the potatoes. Really? Thanks for sharing with the family. Alright, we're gonna have to get a woodcutter going on. We'll have to take from the builders. Do a woodcutter. We'll do one builder. Just to get everything else going. I think all we have left is this barn. And they're still looking for stone. Go. And you can remove all that stone for all I care. Alright, so I have to get the wood going so that they actually survive. It's already late winter, so hopefully we'll be able to survive this. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, we have at least some food in her storage. Not a lot, but it's there. I'm keeping one person as a builder because as that person doesn't have anything to build, they will do labor work. So they'll go and they'll do everything as designated. Once we get a little bit of stock in the fire pit. So we're gonna bring this down to maybe not 200, maybe just 100. So then we can get him to also do other things also. Alright, we have some food. We have at least some food. There we go. Now we're starting to build up. So these people had taken enough and put it in their house. So that's the thing. They'll go and they'll bring it to their house and then everything will drop. So your food stores will drop really sharply if you have a lot of houses added, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're all out of food. So we survived with only 4 adults dying and like a chunk of kids. We have some people coming, so looks like we have, there we go, at least we have one good family coming up. So male child, we have male children, we have a female child there, so that's good. Well, we survived. We didn't survive great, and it's going to take us a couple generations to recover, but we survived. Now we'll just see if we can actually make it. Mostly we'll be waiting for these kids to grow up so they can repopulate. Because, man, that was a hard lesson right there. Don't ever let your dupes just do whatever they want. Life will not be good. Alright. I'm going to take away this builder because we don't need him, but we do need him as a forester. Forester is going to replant this area and actually... Oh, no, pause that. No. Remove you. Stop that. I must have accidentally misclicked in my panic. Alright. So which way? So this hunter, so if you push, so that'll pin it. Oh, gather. This one's hunter. So we at least got 200 venison last season. A couple pieces of leather. Got a bunch of berries and stuff. Gathered material, if you will. So we should be good there. As long as we get this forest kind of back up and going. If we don't, we're going to be in tough shape. So you can see these little trees. This is what the forester's doing. He's going around planting little trees all within this vicinity. Anything that is old, he'll cut and he'll bring here into our storage pile. And then that way the woodcutter can cut it from that and be happy. Alright, we have a laborer. One of our children moved up as a laborer and... Alright, so we have forest hunter, we have a child there. We have just a laborer by themselves. A couple children there. And just a male gatherer. Of course, that's a weird little combo there, but alright. Someone must have gotten a divorce. This laborer moved out of his dad's house. 11. So 11 is apparently the age at which you labor. Alright, so we have some trees coming back here. Have food for the 8 people we have in our population. We're slow, but we're doing okay. Like, it ain't great, but we're there. We're gonna... Nope, not put that person on wood cutting. Gather, hunter, woodcutter, forester. Okay, so we have one on at least every major occurrence. See what happens if we put this person as a builder. I'm hoping they come and destroy this. Get rid of this. Yep, looks like that's kind of what's happening. At least give us back our resources. And we will actually add another stockpile. Maybe kind of over here. Yeah. This one seems to have gotten loaded up with iron, which is perfectly good. Fine. But I just want to be sure that we have enough places to put logs if we get them. And firewood if we need that also. Let's look at you. We can bump you back up to 200. I don't even think we have that many logs, but we can do it. Oh, another person just came of age. Hey, look, they moved in together. So our 12-year-old laborer and our 10-year-old woodcutter. I'm kind of hoping this child move out so these two could get together, but that's okay. That's all right. These two should make at least more children. I would hope so. Not because procreation is the thing, but because I really need the people. If we don't have the people, then there's no point. That's a female child or male child. Male child. Okay, so I'm not even gonna make another home until maybe these guys start procreating, because I don't want either of these male children in order to move out, because they would just take up another chunk of firewood resources and all that. Doesn't make logistical sense, at least. So being able to see these mushrooms, that's good. That means our gatherers will actually have something to gather. You know, last season I don't think we did as good as the first season. That's okay, we're still up. We are going to demolish this because I really don't want them to use this as their storage. I want them to use this as their storage. Now we have someone coming, probably a laborer, and moving everything from here to here, which is good. This has more storage than this little cart does. There we go. There, see, 10%, much better. Perfect. We're at our log limit. That's good, because I don't think we really have that many logs. A few. We have a lot of iron. That's okay. What we really need to start doing is getting a blacksmith, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because we don't have that many people. That means that's one more thing taking up residency in our town. This is also a tailor, so we can actually start making coats, but we really don't have that many coats or with that much hide to begin with. But yeah, we'll stick her right there. That's stereotypical. They'll come in, grab the leather, go over here, get the coat, or make the coat. Ugh, still not that button, no matter how much I want it to be. They'll go make the coat, and then put it back into the storage. So, shortest walking distance. These guys will come, grab iron, grab logs, make the iron, or make the tools, then go over here into the storage. So, not necessarily shortest walking distance, but shortest walking distance to the storage piles. Alright, so these guys finally made a child. It's female. These guys, oh, they also made another child. Perfect. Also kind of weird, but try not to think too hard about the actual numbers in this game. And just remember, this is survival. Survival of the fittest. Maybe this 32-year-old male gatherer was a butthead. Who knows? I'm not here to judge. I'm here to judge. That's wrong. But in that case, we don't have another female to match up at the moment. So again, we're not going to make that other house, because we don't have the inventory to complete it. The ability. We used up all the stone, huh? I'm gonna come over here. Oh dear gosh, we lost one, died during childbirth. Not good. So that is something that will happen. They will get sick. They will die. Accidents do happen. So when you have a mining camp, things will fall on their head and they'll just die. And you'll just lose little bits of population. At this point, I'm just happy we have 9 people. And look, 2 of them are even laborers, so that's cool. We don't need any more food supplies. Seems like we have enough of that. We do have enough firewood. We don't have enough logs, but we're kind of working even on that. So we finally have enough stone for that. Alright, we gotta get logs in. Fortunately. Thin out over here a little bit. Do some of this. So the further they work as long as it's winter, the further they work away from their kind of home base, their house, the colder they're gonna get. So that's just how that works. We're almost there for logs. Probably like one more tree. So that has a lot of its stone. Yeah, we really need to get these tools up and going because now we're working without tools and that really slows our production down. Like hunters hunting without arrows is just, it's not good. So, you know how I said this was really calming and like not that stressful? Well, you know, sometimes there are times when you're just going to be stressed out, especially if you play in this harsh difficulty with a hard start. Thanks, dogs, for shaking. You're gonna be stressed out at the beginning, but once you get a good base going, there's not a whole lot that can affect you that you can't just bounce back from. Though whether we bounce back from this, we're gonna see. Not gonna be good. Alright, so we're gonna need at least one person as blacksmith. Yeah, I know you're gonna be highly confused. Calm down. So, just because this tool says 0 doesn't mean that everybody doesn't have tools. You'll in fact see a little notification up here once they start breaking their tools and they don't have any to replace it with. That's a really bad loop to be in, especially if you're... Really? You wouldn't... Continue, please. So, especially if you end up where you're... Yeah, see? Where you're... the blacksmith. Oh my god, words. Words tonight are not helping. So, there we go. Blacksmith. There, he went populated. You can see that that guy, he broke his tool. He doesn't have any tools. So that means whatever he's going to do, it's going to be slower than anybody else. And of course you're the blacksmith, because why not? And randomly, the blacksmith is not the first person who always gets the tool. He'll go place the tool in here, someone else might come and get it before he goes and gets it. And then you're still stuck with a blacksmith without a tool, and they're the fastest person, or they're the slowest person in order to make the... It's an awful cycle. Okay, so he finally picked up that tool. It's like, it's a secondary... Oh, so we're saying we don't have any logs. We have a lot of trees planted. Maybe let's grab like this batch. Maybe this batch over here. I'm trying not to take enough harvestable trees that we end up depleting our food supply, whether that be through hunting or gathering, because that just won't do us much good. So we need enough mature trees around us. These ones are still kind of working on growing up in order to make sure that we have enough deer population around us and enough natural forage around us. And so once we get this, forester is working on it, but you can't force trees to grow faster than they grow. That makes sense? So you just kind of, and I'm stuck on an island. I could do just a little wooden bridge, something like that. And then we can come over here and deplete this forest, because I don't care if we deplete this forest, I just Want to be sure that the stuff around us stays pretty relatively good. So let's see if we can actually manage to get enough wood over here in order to make that happen. Now, I'd almost be willing to just sacrifice this chunk of trees right here in order to make that happen. Go. And it's outside the forester bubble, but these will repopulate by themselves. You can see them coming in actually already. Pine trees go extremely fast. So that little guy, so it will repopulate by itself. It'll just take longer than if like a forester is diligently planting it. Come on, so close. Then we'll have access to a lot of wood here. And then I'll just go and just tag everything essentially for elimination. Alright. We have firewood. Not our peak, but we need... Okay, but we have 17 tools, so that's good too. But we are gonna need some more stone. Not a problem. Stone. So there's a button where you can collect all the resources, or you can individualize trees, stone, and iron. That will naturally occur on the ground. That's always good. And I don't want to do this without having this in place. We have 30 hides now, and we only have one clothing, or jacket, if you will, left. So we will hopefully get that tailor up soon. Okay, we don't need 50. We need like 30. And probably, honestly, oops, 150 will be good enough for you. That way we can kind of shut you off. Female, and then maybe we will actually start getting another house kind of going. Where should we start this? Thinking like right here. That way we can always come over here and do fishing stuff. Looking out, I really don't want to continue going this way. Maybe we pop over to here. Very broken up. Getting over here would be nice. So maybe kind of continuing up this way wouldn't be too horrible. Then we still have this line here that will be... This is actually the river that runs through it is going to be where the crater comes. Yep, and then it should come back out. Yep, it should come down here. Yeah, so we will eventually want to be somewhere along this line anyway. So we'll definitely want to push up this way, and then we can always either push this way or come across and then go over this way and have a big immense set there. If we get that far, this is kind of just a playthrough fun little thing. This isn't necessarily I'm going to take you step by step through everything. This isn't an end game type of deal. This is a hey, come chill with me. This is kind of fun. Alright. 32. Oh, so close on the stone. And then we need stone for this little guy too, don't we? 5. I don't think we have any more stone in the area, honestly. A little bit there. But we're not going to be able to reach anything else. A little bit there. That might be enough. Just need a little. And 2, 3, 4. Come on! You can do it, I believe in you. Alright. Stick with as many builders as we have. I will do an extra forester. Because that's really important, and then we'll have one for a tailor. Then we'll be good there. I'm gonna pause this until we get that last piece of stone over here. Because I hope, and I mean hope, we are not a stone short. But I think, oh, we might be able to come and grab it from there. Alright, Taylor. Yeah, we really want them to start making coats because we're gonna start getting cold people, and we do not want cold people come winter. That'd not be good. So the more people you put on any building, the more efficient they're gonna be. So if you put the max people on a building, the most efficient it's gonna be. But I usually like to run about one short in the pretty much in every building except the forester. The forester gains so much more by having 4 people, oh thank god, than any other, I think, profession does, that it's insane. So like the more people you have on the forester, the more trees that can be chopped, the more trees that can be planted, and it keeps the cycle flowing a lot better. Now, by being able to supplement a lot of this, and I'll be sure to grab some stone just in case if we're really hurting on that. I will unpause you. You are now out of detention. So the more of that we're able to get, the better off life will be. So I try to do a forester pretty much, a lot of this is wasted by just town, and I try not to do any bigger than this, and I honestly try to do it on the edge of town. It's kind of weird that we're in the middle of an island. So I didn't want to put it like across the island, especially since we didn't have any room. But I'll probably plant one kind of right in the middle of here. I'll put a house there, and then a small stockpile, and that's what I'll do. That way they have access to everything. Alright, we're at max tools. Perfect. We really don't need, we have 10 people. We don't need any more than that. And materials. Oh, and we have 14 coats. Wonderful. That's okay. I like to see that type of stuff. Not necessarily this one, but this one for sure. But this one's not bad. We have 14 coats. There's not 14 people. Even if everybody went through one coat this year. Oop, and then we lost one. Died during childbirth. Dang it, quit dying during childbirth. We don't have that many females. That being said, we might need a town hall sooner rather than later. Town hall will get us people in. We kind of put it like maybe here. Okay, so we have 2 that came in together. And they will switch jobs depending on like where they are closest. They will try to optimize. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, well, you know, they'll do their best. So these guys are acting as laborers because they don't currently have a job. So someone's job is probably a builder, so that means they just need to gather resources anyway. They have nothing to build unless they gather resources. One person might have been like a tailor, and one person might have been the blacksmith. Nothing wrong with that. You can see my overall happiness kind of has gone down, but you know what? We're doing okay. Their happiness can be affected by like food variety, and we have plenty of food variety. It can be affected by if everybody's freaking dying. It could affect that. And this is just going to say that the reserve is low. Yeah, I know, it's because I have 5 logs. But we're not actually hurting for anything. We have tools, we have firewood, we have cloth. The only thing we're hurting at is the fact that we have this bunch of resources going to be delving pretty deep into here. Hold on, we need to make sure we have access to a couple other things here before we allow that to just run rampant. So we're going to do a bridge here, and we're going to do a bridge. Oh, should we? Nope, I don't think I'll be able to reach. Oh, I'll be just short. I think that's the closest I'm gonna get. So that's important. Being able to reach stuff. So we're gonna just be sure that we have enough stuff in order to do that. That being said, we are also going to put a stockpile, just kind of like a small one, like right there. So it's gotta come in. We gotta have someone come and remove that. But that way, if we're chopping down stuff here, we're not having to wander all the way back, put stuff here, come all the way up here to deliver it. There, see? Perfect. And we're just gonna demolish all of this. There's no reason why I want that there. That way we should have plenty of stuff to come over here. Oh, still not that button. Put it there, put it here. And if we want to, we can still come back and put it down here, but we have all the logs from here that are needed, so that's good. We're just waiting for stone and iron, but I want these bridges, wherever that bridge happened to be. There it is. I want that stone done first, and then this one too, before we allow that to continue building. Because if these two don't get built, or if this one doesn't get built for sure, I don't have any more stone. I can maybe scoot along this side just a little bit to come get stone down here, but that's not really ideal. It's pretty far away. Of course, this is getting pretty far away too, so there is that. Alright. Oh, it looks like I definitely didn't designate that, so it looks like we're starting to get a good loop of the we're starting to get logs in, so that's good. That is definitely good news. We have coats so people can get out longer. We're almost done here. We're getting there. I wish they would prioritize. Well, if I would have done that, I could have done it better. I didn't necessarily need the iron, considering I still have quite a few stacks over here. But we will start needing those logs. Now, I can go and chop some of the wood over here for that. I wish it was a priority. Be like, never put logs here. Or firewood. Why would you bring firewood all the way over here? Save it for later? Like, I don't... put one more chunk of logs there. Perfect, someone completed the stone there. My builder will hopefully go over there and finish that. We just have the stone here. And just need to survive through this spring. Hopefully then we'll get some more logs from... See, look at all those trees grown in. Hopefully then we'll get some more logs from this dude, forester, and we will... Good. At that 30 mark. Really don't need 50. That's okay, you probably won't ever get that anyway. I should get a couple of hunting parties going on. And we don't even have enough people for one, really. Yeah, we got plenty of venison. We got plenty of food right now, so that's the good news. I don't dare put it on pause though. So our town hall will let us accept people into our town. And then, sorry, I had to go look at the clock. I would probably running a little bit long, but that's okay. So town hall will let us accept people into our town. That'll be good considering we only have 10 and we're kind of running low on the females in this town. It's getting there. Alright, we're starting to build this. Perfect. Once this is built, I'll just let this go. We still have all the stuff over here. Perfect. Okay, so they're taking a whole bunch of iron. I'm kind of hoping they pull from this more than anything else. Town hall does acquire a lot of resources, and you usually don't build it this early. But I have this weird feeling I'm not going to survive unless I do. I need those extra resources that like more people will bring in. At this point, I'm starting to not have an option. So, we can hope, we can pray. We can hope to pray that we have enough room. So that's essentially what this boarding house is supposed to be for, is you're supposed to be able to put this up, people are supposed to be able to go in it, and they'll have a place to stay while their houses are being built. And that's great, except for so while they're in this boarding house, they won't produce babies. Because I guess it's kind of weird if like other people are watching. And like not just other people, but like a group of other people. So, so they won't produce children until they get into actual physical houses. That's why starting out with houses is a lot better. You don't want to just pop right into a boarding house. So 16 times 4, you're roughly looking at about, yeah, so it's still cheaper than building boarding house for 100 and then still having to build houses after that. Again, this is kind of a later mid-game thing, so the fact that we're even trying to attack this right now is interesting. It's a unique take, that's for sure. So, and then this stuff is so far away that usually by the time they probably get here, they'll have to like turn around and go back. Oh, not quite. Look at this guy go. Because he has tools. Now, if he was smart, he'd come through here and drop it off on his way. Okay. And make someone else do that. But that was 6 more stone. So, little bits by little bits. Just, at this point, just don't economy collapse and you'll be alright. So, hunting cabins are the way to go. Hunting and gathering cabins. Fishing, while it does give a different variety of food, doesn't produce as much. And they have and it kind of goes with the seasons. I haven't been able to sustain a full population on just fishing. Or like fishing and gathering cabins. It hasn't been as great as well as like as much as like hunting and then gathering cabins. So this is our town. We're hopefully gonna get this town hall up and going. We might make it before more people just off and die. But our population is growing. This is kind of how this game goes. You grow very slowly, and you kind of just have to go with the times and flow with it, or you're gonna die. So I'm gonna leave you here. I hope you all have a lovely night.